was a king. His name was Liang Hui Wang, meaning the king Liang Hui. Asked Mengzi. Mengzi is one of the Confucius master. Confucianism, great master. Confucius, Moses, all kind of Zi, Kongzi, Yanzi. But Confucius has many great disciples, of course. And they also become Zi. Yeah? Zi mean gentleman. Means also pure as a child, means also master, teacher of some kind. So the king Liang Hui asked Mengzi, Sir, do you have anything you can teach me to give benefit to my country? So Mengzi said, Your Majesty has no need to ask for profit or benefit. Because if above, from the top, the kings and the princes are always asked about profit for the country, then the Prime Minister, the minister would ask, oh, do you have anything you can teach me to have profit for my clan? And then lower down, the ordinary people would also ask, do you have anything to teach me so that I can profit myself, benefit myself? Then from above to below, everybody just compete with each other for profit, for benefit, physically. Then it is very dangerous for the nation, because if everyone compete for benefit, for gain, material gain, he said, then the lower, the ordinary citizen would like to harm the superior. Yeah, the lower ordinary people will want to harm their superior for profit or for gain. And then the superior above also want to harm the underling for profit and gain. So it's very dangerous situation if everyone in the country just concentrate on gain, material gain. On the contrary, he continued to lecture the king. On the contrary, just to soothe my throat for a while. So Mengzi said, Your Majesty has no need to ask for profit or benefit. Because if above, from the top, the kings and the princes are always asked about profit for the country, then the Prime Minister, the minister would ask, oh, do you have anything you can teach me to have profit for my clan? And then lower down, the ordinary people would also ask, do you have anything to teach me so that I can profit myself, benefit myself? Then from above to below, everybody just compete with each other for profit, for benefit, physically. Then it is very dangerous for the nation. Because if everyone compete for benefit, he means for gain, a material gain. He said then the lower, the ordinary citizen would like to harm the superior. Yeah, the lowest ordinary people will want to harm their superior for profit or for gain. And then the superior above also want to harm the underling for profit and gain. So it's very dangerous situation if everyone in the country just concentrate on gain, material gain. Yeah. So Mengzi continue to lecture the king. He says, "On the contrary, Majesty, I have never heard of a person who had respect for virtues and moral. The person who was virtuous and moral would have weighed his private benefit more than the benefit of the nation. Thus, Your Majesty should focus on virtue and moral character." That's what he said. No need to talk about gain and profit. Yes. So what he means is, if the king has virtue, has a good character, very high moral standard, then of course he will have more focus on his nation and will benefit the people in any case. Yes. But if you keep thinking of profit first, then everybody try to get profit and forget the main focus. Yes. It's a very good. Because if the king is virtuous, and morally just, then also the prime minister also will take his example, and then the subordinate will also take the example of the prime minister, and the co-citizens will also take the example of the prime minister or the officials of the court, etc., etc., and then things will take care of itself.
Lastly, what you say about leaders on SNTV, that is so powerful and so good. I love that. Yeah, and that made me think, it would be so beautiful to have you as a leader of
Oh, don't say that. Look
and
what
to
happened
show
to
the world.
Jesus. He was only king of the Jews. They only wanted him to be king of the Jews. Look what happened to him. Spare me that so I can read stories to you. Actually, you have to feel sorry also for the leader of the world.
I hope they're listening to that.
Oh, some would listen. Well, it's lucky, lotto, no? Yeah. You also feel sorry for them, It's just too much work. And one party after another, all the time. I wonder if they even have time to reflect of their inequality even. That's a problem, yeah? And nowadays, because of the convenience of transportation and connection, has make them even more busy. But even then, it should be an advantage also, you see? Yes. But then it depends on how you use it, yeah? So busy, always have to shake hand with this guy and make a party for the other lady and always have to go and talk here and there. It's just troublesome work. And if you don't have a good advisors, then it's easy to make trouble for your country, yeah? And a good leader also depends on the virtues of the nation as well, So we cannot blame any leader alone for not being virtuous.
We select the leaders.
Yeah, we are what we get, you know. We have what we get. Yeah. And if everybody in the world, in every nation, became morally just and virtuous, then we will have good leader. Leader came from people.
Yes.
Yes, came from the people. Sometimes I look in a nation, I don't say which one, I mean generally, I look in a nation, the contenders, you know, 1 or 2 or 3 parties. I don't know which one to vote. You know, and so the people also have no choice, because that's what they produce. You see what I mean? Like, see, you produce these leaders, they are your sons, your daughters. They're supposed to be the best already. In the whole country, produce only 1 or 2 or 3 like that. Who will you choose? You have to choose one or another. And they're similar. They are both similar, or they are similar. According to my opinion, you know. And sometimes the good one don't even get elected. I don't know why. Don't ask me. But similar things like that happen. You know, sometimes if I'm a citizen of such and such country, you know, I would not know who to vote for. I wouldn't vote for any. But then again, then we need one. You know what I mean? So one is 49 and one is 50. It's not much difference. Truly like that. Yes. How can we ask for good leaders if we ourselves don't deserve one? I told you the story about that old woman long time ago. I think it was in Chinese. There was an old woman who lived on a very high mountainous region in a jungle. And she lives there all alone, you know, lack of a lot of comfort, you know that, in the jungle, yeah. So people sometimes meet her and ask her, why are you alone here? So she said, well, my husband has been eaten by the tigers, my son has been eaten by the lions, my daughter also been eaten by crocodiles, something like that. So they said, then why are you still here? Are you not afraid of these vicious animals? She said, yeah, well, here we have vicious animals. Down below we have the government. So she has no choice wherever, you know. Yeah. And there's another instance. There was a country who has a terrible tyrant, very bad king. But every day the whole country hates him. Yeah, a revolutionary spring up everywhere, and they really want to kill him. Not successful yet. But there's only one old lady. Every day she went to the temple and praying for the longevity of that king. People were so surprised, you know, asking her why. Why are you praying for that dictator and vicious king? Yeah, he should be dead. Then we'll be free. Then we'll be happy. Then we'll be prosperous. Then we'll be strong and powerful as a nation. Now even the neighbor nation look down upon us because of this terrible king. You know, he killed people without blinking an eye. So the woman said, well, before him, there was another king, and very bad, and we killed him. And then we got this one. And before that king, there was another king, a little bit better than the middle one. We also kill him and get that. And then we get the second one. And we kill the second, now we get the third one. And it gets worse all the time. So I'm afraid, if I don't pray for this king longevity, maybe another king will come even worse than this one. See, the moral is, we, the people, have to be better. We support this kind of policy. We support that kind of government. We support it. Consciously or subconsciously, vote for or not vote for, collective karma is the same. That's why I say we cannot truly, of course we can also say, oh, this president is really bad and that prime minister is not very good. But to be honest, we cannot blame a president or a prime minister alone. Sometimes the bad karma of the nation force him to do such and such thing, and people blame him alone. Of course, because he's a leader, of course, also. But it was difficult to be a good leader in a bad nation. So then again, I say the power is in people's hand, you know? If everybody become vegetarian, and no killing, no harming anyone, no stealing, no, bad things happening, how can a president be bad? He has no ground, okay? No reason. Besides, the president will come from this kind of family. Yeah, vegetarian, non-violent, yeah, benevolent, loving, kind to neighbors and to animals and to all. No wanting war, just peace and harmony. How can any president be born, bad? If the whole consciousness of humankind or of a nation is good, then the king ought to be good. It is like that. That's why in this story, monks say, you take care of virtue and moral first, and then the profit will come. He continued even. So monks say to Liang Hui, the king, Liang Hui, like this: if a king does not act against the farmer's kind of weather, like don't force him to plant something when it's a wrong time, a wrong season, don't levy tax too high from the farmer, then the farmer will be very happy and they will do their job well, and the country will have enough cereals, enough food. Yes. And if the king would take care and don't let anyone go and fish or net the fish at random everywhere without consideration, then even if they want fish, there will be plenty of fish in there. Yes. Well, I don't approve of this, but it's a story like this. I mean, he's talking to a king, He's not talking to a monk. Was he? Huh? Was he talking to a monk here? A Buddhist monk or something? No, to a king of a very ordinary country and in a very ordinary situation.